Okay, we're at West Haven. I've come to look at a Cav 36 called Mahaka. It's in a neglected state, and I've just come to sort of look at it, and it's on Trade Me. Come to look at it with the possibility of maybe doing it as a project. They're a nice boat. They were designed by Doug Peterson, I believe. They're a bigger version of the Cav 26, but I think they were actually made by Salthouse. Or a company called Cavalier here in Auckland somewhere. It's Friday afternoon at West Haven, so we'll have a look over it and just have a think about it and I'll use this as a reference myself when contemplating it at home, which I'll no doubt have to do. Right, so let's go inside first because it's raining here, and let's do the inside first, and maybe the shower will pass. So, look at this beauty of a thing. Holy smokes. It's I think the old owner has passed away, and it's being sold. Funny boat. I mean, for the 36 foot, the first thing that sort of strikes me is that it's actually not that big. But the other thing that strikes me is it's better the condition interior than I thought. For something that's been shut up for so long. I need my other phone with a torch. Let's get a torch on in here. Right. It's 5-glass boat, of course. Lovely, some really nice woodwork happening. You guys probably can't see that, sorry, it's pretty dark. Bathroom, decent sized bathroom with a shower. That's actually quite impressive, that shower. You know, it's a little bit dark. They got quite small windows. Nice kitchen area. You know, it's funny, like, it's not, I've got a Raven 26 you've seen from my previous videos, and I've got to say, you know, the Raven for 26 is utilises that 26 foot far better than this does for 36 foot. I mean, for 10 foot longer, you know, the amount more you get is not striking. Yeah, but also, that said, I can see there's some really cool old gear on here and stuff, and I mean, this should be salvaged. Is it going to be me that salvages it? I don't know. Called Mahaka, it must have been colour on there. The motor does come with it. The motor does come with it. And apparently it's been reconditioned. I wonder why. Well, no, that is a paranoid thing to think. Because I always find that's like a quite negative train of thought. You think, oh, why? You know, maybe it's sunk. But, I mean, looking around, this hasn't been underwater. You know, it looks all, it's a very nice interior actually. I think the windows, but maybe, yeah, this skylight up here, it's got a cover on it, and I bet you when that cover's off, there'll be so much more light in here and so much more nice. Guys said there'd been water down the mast, and it ruined some of the floor. Maybe that's why you've got that plywood insert there. I'm just looking around, can I see other bits of floor? That's the table. There's miscellaneous bits and pieces here and there. The batteries will be buggered, no doubt. You know, it's funny because my Raven, you know, my Raven 26 is so much smaller, easier to handle. I think, and if I bought this, I don't know, I think you'd be hard pushed. It's a tricky thing to make money out of doing boats, but that's not really why I do them. I do them for the love of it, so I shouldn't really think about that. But I do need to think about that a little bit, because my time and opportunity costs are important. That's there's a part. I imagine the engines in nanny, because that's blue. I mean, that's an assumption, but it definitely looks like nanny colours. It would make sense. And cool old facts, things and stuff. Anyway, I think I'll have leave you guys with it. I'll give you a quick look around outside, and then I'm going to spend a little bit of time looking over this in a more detailed way. It'll bore the hell out of you. So but yeah, an interesting proposition. Like, I'm quite settled with my Raven. So you know, like, it's not like striking like, oh, I've got to do this because I've got no boat. I'd only really in this skylight, there's a cover over that too, so I imagine, you know, when those covers are off, it makes a lot, and it's also smelly. I mean, it's been closed up, that's quite clear. Nice boat though. I mean, strikingly, you know, good build quality and stuff, you know, like, you know, when this was newer, it must have been a hell of a boat. Let's just go for a quick look around outside, and then I'll do my own thing for a bit. So, nice big cockpit. Nice big cockpit. I really like the idea of sitting here. Of course, you get hung in by the tiller. You really want to steer here. There's a window missing here. A bit of weather might have been getting in there. And let's see. Yeah, loose halyard. That's the cover over that. So I imagine probably that hatch has been leaking. Fiberglass dinghy. Anchor locker there. I mean, isn't it a fantastic looking boat from that angle? Here in Westhaven I don't get here much. Sort of different crowd of boaties, I guess, you know. It's sort of a bit more upmarket than what I'm used to. That's fine too. But cool pier. The guys gonna be selling the pier too. I imagine they're very, very popular. But again, with something I just wouldn't know about. I really like the shape. You know, can't you imagine just standing here with this boat heeling over, and how good it would feel? And it's funny, it's 36. Up on top, it doesn't feel intimidatingly big, actually. Like, you get used to the size quite quick. So really, all in all, if that motor was back in, and this was tidied up, I mean, you know, like a cleaning would go a long way, you know, washing that main cover, getting that, sealing up that hatch, all those little things that obviously haven't been done would, you know, make it a world of difference. Clean up this teak. Some of it, the cleaning it up wouldn't take long. The problem is though, is with that the inboard. So, question is, will the inboard fit in the door? Probably would. I mean, I can see where it's been cut for it to go out. It's a really cool shelf with the boat hook in that there. I really like that. There's the drive shaft in there. A few more little bits of blue. Makes me think it is probably a nanny engine. Apparently that does go with the boat. Had a real crazy idea contemplating this earlier today about, could you put in a well on one of these? I mean, it's a very big boat for an outboard well. You can't possibly have an outboard on the back of it. That's just out of the question. But in my mind, but I wonder with a well, you know. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it. Hey, it does have a quarter berth there. That's interesting. Because you've got that massive that locker there. But there must be very big storage in there. Yeah, that's quite cool. Cool oven. Wonder, there were some questions about the core. I should walk over the cabin top carefully, looking for soft spots, and indeed the deck. When I walked around before, I didn't feel any flexing. Yeah, it feels solid to me. You know, I think there's a lot of scaremongering about details like that people really look to write off projects. They look for reasons why not to do things, you know. It's like, oh, it could have been this, so I won't do it. But no, I don't reckon, like, I don't think that's an issue with this boat. I mean, it's fiberglass. I think they are Baltic core. But it doesn't feel soft to me. I don't think that's an issue. I think it's mainly just neglect. Wow, lots of stuff going on here. Right, I better get on. I don't know if I'm going to do this project. Part of me would love to, because it's a bit bigger and a bit cooler. Love to get that motor in, and just part of me would love to for the boat. I mean, it does need someone with energy. Perhaps it's a bit nuts. I fit that bill. Resource-wise, yeah, I could do it resource-wise. Yeah, I probably could. But I mean, I had that Davidson 28 if the motor didn't work. That stumped me. But they had a motor that didn't work. This has got a motor that works. It's just not in it. But then also there's the practical things about, you know, even just getting it out of here. I mean, I could tow it out of here. But where to? And you'd need the bottom clean before you went anywhere fast. The Raven would tow it. I mean, but then how are Westhaven going to feel about me towing this out of here? God, maybe they could do it for me, and then there wouldn't be the problem with the insurance. You know, there's that's a supplied cover there. Yeah, the ceiling seems fine to me. Yeah, I mean the other thing I could do is make an offer, I guess. But you know, I would be prepared to buy it if I do. Tell you what, if I didn't have a boat, I think I'd be right into it. Because it'd be, you know, it'd be just clean up and it'd be just the shizzle nizzle boat. You know, it would be such a nice boat to own and to have the kints on and stuff. But, you know, not remarkably different to the Raven. So I don't really know if I can do it for that reason. I think I have to do it purely as a, you know, as a project to make money out of. And that will be hard. But not to make money, forget that. A project that has to make some money so I can do it, but it's really just for fun. Does that make sense? I thought I saw something move over there. God, I'll jump right out of my bloody skin if I see a rat. There's no rats in here. Surely not. Oh God. Maybe I'll get going. Oh nah, come on. Anyway, that's the Cavalier. Have a good day. Bye.